Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials on any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
So today we are going to cover up Grafana and we'll create a dashboard on it related to the node exporters and all. Actually, still I'm in the recovering phase. I, I joined, I started my resume my work from Thursday.
Okay.
So, so do you guys? So you want to ask something, or did you try something from yourself? Have you tried
Uh,
something from yourself? Hmm.
so actually, I have installed that Prometheus. The Prometheus is able to load it, but when I try to install the node exporter on the other target node, it is not running. I mean, when I install it, it is saying PLS is disabled and it got stuck there. It is not giving me the when I try to do the PS process running check, it is showing not running.
So do you have that setup ready? Like that machine is it still running in your AWS cloud?
Yeah, correct. It is there.
Okay, once we are done with the session, please show, like, just guide me through that. Let's try to resolve it because there may be some permission issue. If I'm not, but we need to look into it. What exactly the issue is?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. I was saying that I'm going to set up Prometheus and Node Exporter. So just go through the steps and let me know if you followed the same steps or not.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Uh, so till now, I have created a setup where Prometheus service is running, and there are two target nodes, right?
Mm.
Uh,
And we created a matrix also, no, other day.
yes. So these two servers are up and running. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, sorry guys, I might sound a bit low. So if you if you get something or if you can't understand something, please let me know.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay. So the whole system is so till now what we did, we created this setup of one Prometheus server, two target node server. Okay. So now what we are going to do, we are going to install Grafana. So we are going to install Grafana on this Prometheus server itself. So our Prometheus server is running on this server running in here. How would I come to know? By as I can see, it is running on port 9090. All right. So simply what I'm going to do, I'm going to install Grafana. This is the official website of Grafana. You must explore this official website. There you will find the default dashboard details and other things. So this is the link. You can download it on Linux box, Windows, Mac. Even there is a Docker file also. So so you can download it on your Kubernetes cluster or your Docker, Swarm or anything like that. Okay. Are you with me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to install. We are going to install it on Linux box. So here it is. Firstly, we are going to install this package add user and libconf1. Once they are installed, then wget command, it it downloads the package. See, HTTP request sent 200 OK. So it is downloading this package on the server. So here it has downloaded Debian package. It is in the .deb. .deb means it is Debian. Okay. So in
Yeah.
order to download a package from .deb, we use a command which is dpkg-i, then the package name. So what it will do, it will unpack the package. Can you see? Preparing to unpack this package, Debian package. So once this is done, okay. So once this part is done, now what we are going to do, we are going to create a service system daemon reload. It will reload all the daemon. Daemons in Linux means process.
Mhm.
Daemon refers to process. So this command will reload all the processes. This will enable Grafana server. This will start the service. So
Okay.
once you run this command, now if I check, can you see port number 3000?
Mm.
It is Grafana. So uh, likewise we were doing we used to start Prometheus or node start by killing the process. Here
Yeah.
it will simply be like just run the command systemctl
Systems.
status Grafana. Okay, this command will show you the status of the Grafana. Active running means it is running, and to stop it, we will use stop, or to
Hmm.
start, use start. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second. Okay, so now we're talking about now we are going to open the dashboard. Simply mention the IP colon port number. Okay. So default username and password is admin. All right. Once you log in, it will ask for new password. I've mentioned pass at the rate 123. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of
Hari, are you
background
there?
noise today, so I've just put myself on mute. Yeah.
Hari, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So right now we have logged into Grafana dashboard. So this is your dashboard homepage. Here you can, this is the logo. Whenever you are at any of the page, suppose when I clicked on this home manage, if you just click on it, it will take you to the home page of general home page of Grafana dashboard. And the on left pan, there are the tools which we are going to cover, because each tool has some significance related to the properties and functionings of Grafana. So this search tool is to search for any dashboard. If you click on it, it will show you list of dashboards. Right now there is no dashboard, so it is blank. If you click on this plus sign, it reflects create what dashboard folder. You can import, or you can import. If I click on import, then you can import. There are some predefined dashboards in Stack Overflow, because Grafana is also open source. So people used to create a dashboards from their own and push it to its repo. So if your purpose gets fulfilled from there, then you can download those dashboards from a link, or you can mention the ID. We will cover it later, like today itself. So this icon is to manage the dashboard. If you click on the manage button, so from here you can delete the dashboard, or you can add some functions on dashboard. So this is for that. Explore is for running the queries. As I told you that Grafana searches Prometheus data from Prometheus using PromQL, which is Prometheus query language. So such queries you can run here. Click on run query, then you will see the data. Or you can create a list of the queries by adding query. This is somehow like we did in Prometheus. If you guys remember that in Prometheus you can add different multiple queries at the same time. All right.
Kind
Alerting in Grafana also, you can enable alerting. Like if there is a breach, it will send alert on Slack or some other notification channel. Then settings. Here we define our data sources and user management. Data sources from where Grafana will get the data, whether it is Prometheus, whether it is AWS Cloud, whether it is Azure Cloud, some SQL Server, InfluxDB, uh, anything. And this is for the user management, the users and all. Okay. And here, if you want to sign out, you can just click on this or change password. This is for that icon. So these tools, when you work as an admin, these tools are pretty much helpful. And this is to help. Like if you click on documentation, it will take you to the Grafana official link. Okay. So, so what we are going to now do now, firstly, we are going to create one default dashboard. So if you just go to this link, this link contains all the official and community build dashboards. Community build dashboards are the dashboards developed by the developers who are part of this community. If you have some coding skills, so you can also create one dashboard and publish it here. See, Node Export dashboard, AWS billing dashboard, Nginx Ingress controller dashboard. So people have created such templates and pushed it here. So as per your need or requirement, you can use them. So right now what we are going to we are going to use this dashboard. Can you see the downloads 57971? One node exporter for Prometheus dashboard. So if I click on this, so your dashboard GUI would be like this. It will show you the IP of the server, host name, uptime, CPU, all the and graphs. This way I will show you how to create it, but this is what I'm taking to you because in production we don't have much time, so in order to set up the things very fast, you can use it. So what we're going to here, can you see get this dashboard 11074. So what you can do, so this is the link where we create a dashboard, plus sign, create, click on import. When you click on import here, it is asking for URL or ID. So what I'll do, I'll mention this ID here. I click on load. So it will fetch the details related to this dashboard. Okay. And before doing that, what we need to do, we need to define a data source. Right now, what is our data source? It is Prometheus. All right. So when I clicked on data source here, it will show you the list of time series data like Prometheus, Graphite, OpenTSDB, InfluxDB, Loki, Elasticsearch. Loki is for logs management. Jagger, Zipkin, Tempo, SQL also, MySQL, PostgreSQL. So there are many type of data sources.
No, this data source,
MongoDB.
where did we go and select this data source thing? I think I missed it.
Okay,
Dash,
this
acha, settings.
this
Okay,
tools and settings.
yeah.
If you go to there, click on data sources. Now click on add data source. So it will show you the list of data sources like time series databases, distributed these type of like from it will show you list of sources which you can use to get the data and create a dashboard through Grafana. So as you can see, there are n number of resources. Find more data sources plugins on grafana.com. So if you go to the official tab, so what it means, if there is some source which you can't find it here, just go to the Grafana dashboard, download its plugin, and use it as a dashboard. So right now what we are going to do, we are using Prometheus as a dashboard only. So I will select the Prometheus. When I selected Prometheus, it is asking for a few things like name, URL. Our Prometheus is running on the same server in which Grafana is running, right? So I will mention the URL is localhost:9090. If Prometheus is running on some other server, you need to mention its URL, like HTTP colon. Instead of localhost, you will mention the IP of that server. Then these are into the authentication, but we are not using authentication, so let it be. Now click on save and test. When you click on save and test, it will check whether data source is working or not. It is working, so it will show you the tick mark. So now it is done. So if you see, when you define the dashboard, it creates a default dashboard like Prometheus stats. It will create such things, such dashboards. So right now what we were about to do, we were about to create one dashboard using import. This was that. Click on load, import. So add data source. So what is our data source? Prometheus. Now it is reflecting here, right? Import. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it did? Fetch the. This is the default dashboard which we used. Same way, there are n number of dashboards which you can use it from here on the official documentation as per your need requirement. Okay. So this dashboard somehow fulfills our requirement. Like there are two target servers, host name, uptime. Like these servers are running from last 25 minutes. Memory, like this server has total memory available, not available, total memory 978 MB. CPU cores, how many CPU cores are there? One. Load, last 5 minute load.
Mm.
Then CPU use percentage, memory use percentage, partition use percentage, disk read, disk write, TCP writes, downloads, uploads. So the basic things it covers. Now you can see the dashboard also. Load average dashboard, total memory and average. Okay, disk space used. Like on this 0019, 16% is used. Resource details 6010 So this covers everything related to that what we require. So this is the basic use of dashboard. So here it like, can you see none job name? This is the job name which we created in YAML file, right?
Mm.
Here we have selected all host. That's why it is showing you dashboards related to, like we have selected 19 instance. That's why it is showing you dashboard related to this 10.0.0.19 instance. These are the details of that instance only. Just selected. Okay. So now 27. This much of disk space is used. Traffic per hour. See CPU utilization. So basically, node exporter role. What is happening? Node exporter has shared the details of the OS at the OS level, not the application level. OS level with the Prometheus. Prometheus stored that data in its TSDB, and from there, when we defined Prometheus as a data source in Grafana and downloaded the dashboard URL from its official document, so it fetched the details from Prometheus server and created this dashboard as per the templates defined in that. All right.
Yeah.
So, any doubts till now?
So the here it is showing a GIB, that is GB, right? 2.33 GB.
Where is
Where?
GIB?
Yeah, in the node exporter metrics. No. Down in the graph, there are like left. Yeah.
Yeah. See, overall total memory.
You're talking about the gigabyte data. This one, 2.33 gig.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Okay. Huh.
if you want to explore this graph only, just click on it, go to view. It will show details of that particular graph.
Now,
Can you see the
where?
three dots?
Yeah. Where do we see the what do you say, the metrics of this? I mean, if you can add anything new to this as to.
That we are going to cover up.
Okay.
So this is the purpose is like this is the one way like you can create the dashboard from the existing official documentation. Just mention the URL of it or the UID and mention the data source. So it will create the dashboard as per the template. Hold on for a second. I'm getting one call. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Hmm. So this is our dashboard, right? Which we created. One node exporter from Prometheus. So now we are going to create a new dashboard. Like we are coming to your point. So sorry. So in order to create a new dashboard, so this is the dashboard which we created using the default configurations. All right. So next is like we are going to create a dashboard. Just go to create, then click on dashboard. It will show you this thing, add panel. Click on this add an empty panel.
Mhm.
So here data source is Prometheus because we are getting data from it. Now this is metric browser. If you remember, we created one.
Yeah, metrics in Prometheus, which gave us a percentage of something, right?
Exactly. We defined one expression here,
Hmm.
right?
I
I
Yeah,
think this was the expression 100 into this.
yeah.
Node underscore memory. Right. So we used to hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was the query which we were running, and it used to show the details related to that percent the percentage for these two. So if you can see, such thing is not available in this dashboard. In this dashboard, such thing is not available. It is available. Memory use 32.7%. It is there. Uh, so we want to create a dashboard specifically related to this part. So just click on paste, go to dashboard, click on add an empty panel, mention data sources Prometheus, and this is metric browser. Enter a PromQL query. So the query which we are going to mention. Suppose this is what we do. I have mentioned this query here. All right. This is the formatting. So can you see when I mention this query, it is showing this graph.
Yeah.
One graph is for 19 server, and another is for 27 server. Like yellow is for 27, and this other color is for 19, right?
Yeah.
So once you mention this query here, after that, this resolution is related to like your graph. Like it is 33, 33.5, 34. 1 is to 10. So resolution is related to this graph. So I'm keeping it standard as 1 to get a clear picture of it. And once this is done on this panel,
Mm.
just do one thing. Panel title. I have mentioned panel title is the name of this dashboard.
Mm.
So I'm going to mention as memory percentage. Okay. This memory percentage, and these are interpolation, like you want to see it in bars, points, or lines, interpolations are there. So such things. It's a bit. So that means these basically graph styles. These are the options related to the graph styles. So you can do it as per requirement. After that, click on apply. So can you see memory percentage graph is there? So if you go there, you will see this panel. So here you will see. Just click on it. Go to view. So it will show you the things related to that query. So as last time you asked, like you want to create disk space or something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah. That was to calculate the downtime and then get the average and all that, and in the dashboard,
Uh,
whichever was already there. Yeah.
so in order to achieve that, what you're going to do, just create dashboard.
We can edit the same one, no? Can't, is it?
Yes, we can do that. Add it. So you need to mention a query.
Yeah.
Mention the query, define the resolution of the panel, what you want. Click save. Then you will get the details.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Sir,
so
looking at the graph, how can I know that how many memory is allocated for this
how many?
instance?
How many what?
Memory allocated to these instances. Like,
This is the memory. The total memory allocated to this instance is 978 MB. I created see these two servers are of 1 GB RAM. So this memory, it will show you the memory allocated 1 GB. Like machine doesn't use the 1 GB, the full memory they never use. 2 bits are reserved for some kernel or something else. So this is where you can check it. Or as I showed you, you can create your own dashboard also.
okay.
How? Just mention the same concept is same. Node is to for nodes and memory. After that, mem total bytes. It will show you that. Okay.
Okay.
See?
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.